Hello folks, I'm Dr. J from TradeMonster.com, here for the CMZ today, sitting in for Killer. Love the Killer's videos. Killer was a little busy today, so in other words, he said, Doc, can you stand in for me? I'm flattered to do so, Killer. Here's what's going on right here from the floor of the CME. That's the world's biggest futures exchange. As you can see, they're trading up corn options right behind me here, folks. Big move in corn, big move in all the crops this week because of the crop report that came out. According to Tom over at Indiana Grain, you got to check him out, by the way. Tom was talking about just a blow up to the upside. And if you're talking about inflation and food prices going up, well, unfortunately, that is yes and yes. We had the producer price came out today as well, and it showed a gain of over 1. If you take out food and energy, which means we don't eat and we don't drive, well, then I guess it's not as bad. Otherwise, yes, things are moving up. In fact, many of these crops moving up dramatically this week. Some of them up by, like 6% just in the week. Again, according to Tom over at Indiana Grain, it does feel like it's superheated, and that's why you hear the volumes as loud as they are behind me. Now, folks, if you are somebody who trades or wants to manage your own money, you should really think about joining us in Orlando, Florida, March 18th and 19th. The 18th, there's a whole bunch of educators that are going to be there in Orlando. If you come on the 19th, then that's mainly the Invest Like a Monster event that we've done all over the country. But Friday, the day before, on the 18th, a little bit different, but it's going to be just a fantastic program. It's $199. $199 for both days, folks. So if you're going to be in the Orlando area, or if you'd like to get away from the snow, come on down to Orlando. That's March 18th and 19th. If you go to TradeLikeAMonster.com, you'll see all about it. That's Trade Like a Monster. Andrew's putting it up here on the CMZ. You'll be able to see all about it. Great event. Now, as far as some stocks, Marathon Oil, MRO. These guys are splitting into two companies. It's going to be refining and it's going to be exploration and production. Now, yesterday, Pete noticed, my brother Pete, huge buying of calls, out of the money calls and at the money calls. Those calls exploded to the upside today, some of them up over 1,000%. You're sitting back thinking, 1,000%? Seriously, Doc? Options went from 35 cents, folks, to $3.60. You do the math. Fantastic move out of the stock on the announcement that they're splitting up into those two companies, refining and production. That's Marathon. That was yesterday. You want some fresh meat? How about this? Intel, INTC, earnings after the bell tonight. So far today, somebody big, really big, stepped up and sold 40,000 puts at the January 20 strike. Those puts just out of the money, stocks trading 21 and change. They're selling the January 20 puts, sold them from 12 cents all the way down to 9 cents. So they're taking on the obligation of having to buy stock if it falls below 20. Basically, the break even for this trade, right around $19.90 based on the premium they collected for these puts. Another one, JP Morgan, tomorrow morning, before the market opens, JP Morgan. You heard Jamie Dimon with Maria Bartiromo this week say that they're going to be reinstating and moving up the dividend at JPM. They've got earnings tomorrow. Are they going to announce a share buyback as well? I believe the answer is yes. We'll be posting up more information on this on OptionMonster.com into the closing bell today. So make sure you go there or follow me on Twitter. That's Twitter.com/OptionMonster. You already know, if you want to follow the CMZ for videos, it's Twitter.com/TheCMZ, Cash Money Zone. I'm Dr. J from TradeMonster.com. Thanks for joining us, folks. Think about that. By the way, that March event in Orlando, we'd love to see you down there, March 18th and 19th. Dr. J from TradeMonster.com.